Welcome back to Cities Skylines. JC here, and Chipmunk.
Hello.
Right, after speeding time along for a little bit and rearranging this area.
Doing a bit of remodelling.
Yeah, a little bit of remodelling, a little bit of... Go away. Shoot. Right, remodelling. I finally found a road that has been there for a very, very long time. And didn't realise it was there.
JC couldn't find it.
I couldn't find it, I was blind. I thought all the 4-lane roads were like this sort of size, big, chunky. No, here's a normal 4-lane road.
Dual carriageway. Yes.
Yeah. So we upgraded the entire run from here all the way to here. You'll also notice I got so peeved off I removed all of the industrial from here, so industrial has to be met by this. Will this have repercussions later on? Yeah, because we'll be importing goods now.
Yep.
Which means more trucks. But I'll deal with that later.
We wanted to get Farmer Giles working.
I want to get this working because it'll generate money.
At the moment we're running a 5k deficit.
Yep. This area has already rebuilt. Look at it. Isn't it fancy?
Yes.
It's weird. That's all I can say. And strangely enough, we managed to get this perfect balance between all of these.
Demand.
Where nobody wanted to do anything. And it just sat there.
Yep.
It's like perfect equilibrium.
No one coming in, no one going out.
It was a bit weird. So all we're doing now is we're basically just we're waiting. So I put in a little field. So we're actually using some of these crops to produce something else, which is what we were going to have to do anyway. There we go.
There we go. Yo!
That's what I was waiting for. We now have the flour mill, the bakery, which is our end product.
Yep.
The farm workers barracks. So if you want to add more jobs to the area without having to produce more of these buildings, that's what does it. Because basically you've got the right inputs and output flow to meet what you're trying to do with, say, the bakery.
Yes.
But you need more jobs to level up. Barracks.
You put a barracks in.
Cattle shed and a small barn. Okay. It also means that area bonus is slightly more efficient and pollutes 10% less. So you want them to level up because there are efficiency and pollution benefits.
Right. So.
Okay.
Got to get everything.
Excellent.
Everything together to do a bakery.
Correct. That is the plan. We are finally getting this on the way. Factory. That's it. It's a unique factory. The bakery. The bakery requires animal products, crops, and flour. As you can see from the icons at the top row. And it will produce a unique goods, or goods that we can sell in the commercial zones around the town.
Yep. So, right. Do we need a flour mill?
We will do, yes. So that's going to require flour. We're already producing one batch of meat.
When it stops complaining.
Yeah, it's not being delivered to yet, but I shifted everything around so it's got to settle down a bit. So we go back to here. So that's the main building. It's the farmer's barracks. There you go. No. Each building increases the work efficiency by 5% up to a maximum of 100. Auxiliary buildings need to be placed within
the industry area.
So it's not what I thought. It's not for pushing your... Will you stop hammering on something out there? So annoying. It's not for increasing the worker population. It's an efficiencies thing.
Yep. Oh well.
Okay.
So.
Cattle shed is just... Cattle shed is just a larger version of the animal pasture, I think. Cattle sheds are well ventilated buildings used to raise cattle and ask whether this producing requires crops to produce a special goods. Animal products processing buildings need to be placed. So yeah, it's just an upgraded version. Hence the production rate is 3,200 units. 2,400 units. 4,000.
4,000.
This
So we need a flour mill.
does not need to be anywhere. It can go in there.
Yep.
So you're going to go just there. So we've got a flour mill. We've got that, but it may be worthwhile. Next thing I need to do is I need to see what kind of things we need. So we'll put the in here, this big glump here. So the bakery can so the workers can come over here and use the bakery.
Right.
Work at the bakery. Depending on how big it is. It's yeah, there you go.
Yep.
So we're going to put that on that side. That's the bakery, and you can only have one. I think they are unique.
Unique factories. Yep.
Building already exists. Yep, it is unique. You can only have one bakery. So, unknown. Right. Okay.
Not operating.
Right, what we need to do now is we need to put storage in this side.
Yes.
So we go across to the warehouses.
Warehouse yard.
Go across to this one.
Hmm.
Because I don't think these ones have to be placed within. Storage buildings can be placed outside industry area.
Mm-hmm.
Barn is used. Farming industry, raw materials, crops.
They can be placed outside.
3. Okay, it just has a much larger capacity. But it stores crops and it is relatively small. So I'm going to plonk one of those over here to store the crops. Click on it. Store crops. We want you to be fill. Over here, we want you to now, rather than balanced, I want you to be empty.
So they're going to start taking.
So they'll take it from here, dump it into here.
Yep.
It then uses its trucks to send it over to here.
Then it has to go.
Then
back.
this one will send its trucks to restock that whenever it needs it.
Right. So where does the flour mill come in?
Flour mill is here.
That goes from the field to the silo to the flour mill.
The flour mill and this will also request from here.
Right.
It's basically, instead of using these guys' trucks, sometimes they may just go, I'll just deliver straight away. So try and keep it movement
Yes.
to a minimum. We will need, so that's crops, but can't really do anything else. So I am going to need to put down some very small warehouse yard, small warehouse. It says small. That's small.
That's small.
Okay, what have we got? That's 10. 25. Yeah, okay. This is for... Okay. A fenced yard for storing goods and produce. A warehouse has 3 different... Yeah, fill, empty, balanced. On balanced mode, the warehouse will operate based on the current demand.
So you want that on balanced.
Yeah, I guess so, yeah. Set that one to balance then.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm just going to probably want a small...
Healthcare?
No. I was thinking, and the mouse was close, but not close enough. Just want a small one of these. Right, it's complaining about its resource. Right, you require flour, balanced. Unfortunately, I have no other way of. There's no storage space. I don't have something that can store animal products, because this would also be animal products.
Right.
So I'd need another one of these on another road. It'd be in the back there. Store it, and they'd have to come around like that, unfortunately, because I don't have the room. This is not an ideal place for it, but oh well. Stop snapping, you little... Stop snapping. There's a node just there, isn't there? You... just the middle. So we come out of that, select this. There you go. I shifted the node to there. Right, which now means if I close this down, I can now pick up my road and find that it is now too close. Because of course, shift, shift, shift.
Inserting a crossing node.
It's also moving.
Uh-huh.
So I just shift. But it'll. It's probably not the intended way of doing this, so.
Go from there, John.
Fine!
There.
I not. Will not be denied.
Yeah, alright.
Because I remembered the alternative way of doing that, and I will not be around with. Up yours, game. I want it looking like that. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good now. There we go. You can just go on there.
Yep.
Then it complains it's not storing anything. Produce animal products middle. Right, done.
Right.
That is everything that needs. It does actually need to outputs though.
Output to where?
It needs to output to another one. Yeah. I think this might need to move down to the geothermal.
Opposite the power station.
Shift you opposite the power station. Oh, it goes over there. There you go. But actually produces some. There. Okay. You go over there, but you're still connected up to.
Yeah.
No, you're not, because it actually needs a tiny bit of. Needs a tiny bit of water pipe. There we go. Right, fixed it. Which means I'm not going to need that. Well, I'll leave that because I'm going to put another one of these here, or I delete that. Nope.
No, leave it there.
Leave it there.
You could move it like you did the other one to the right. There you go.
Just like that, and we put in. And now this is going to be important. I can put a small or
warehouse,
a medium, because if these operate under the same thing. If you scroll right down to the bottom, unique factory products.
Warehouse storing outputs.
But as I've only got one here, and later on I'd probably move all of these to a dedicated, a larger area for all of the unique ones, and then you put in a massive warehouse to store the unique factory products. Seeming as we only got one here, I'm going to go for the cheapest, nastiest piece of thing I can do, which is that small warehouse. Well, actually, I could just use another warehouse yard, actually. Thinking about it.
For now.
Put another warehouse yard in there. And tell you, store unique factory products empty. It means I want them to drop it off there, and then as it needs to be used, send it out or send it off map.
What you do have there.
What's that?
When we get railway station, go left.
Doing
There's a station in there.
That's if it stays here. It's not likely to stay here because once I get more of these,
if that lot comes out, you could use that as a railway yard station.
I could use that as a passenger one
as well. Yes.
Yeah. And then that would move over to next to the station, so they can come out of the station, go across there into that part of town, or you know,
yeah,
and actually have a
integrated transport hub or network.
Could have a hub in there.
We can do it here. They can't do it in real life.
Yeah.
Right, enough of this.
So there we go. See, it's still connected. It's all good. Let's run it. They're all going to go online. You're going to complain you don't have any goods, well, obviously, because nobody's... Where are you going? Delivering agricultural products to small barn. Yeah, it's delivering products to there. It's doing exactly what I thought it would do. Set that to empty, because I don't want them to store it here. I want them out. But the problem is it's still got all of their vehicles are heading off map at the moment. So this will take a little while to pick up. That's collecting rubbish. It's a rubbish truck.
Ah.
You can pause it and zoom in. It's a rubbish truck.
Yeah.
But yes,
it's a dust cart.
Yeah, it's going to take a while for these to get products. Now that's only producing a small amount. I may change that to be a bigger producer, because this produces kind of want. I don't know how quickly it consumes. It's only got storage for 14, 16, and 18. I don't know what its consumption rates are. So we're going to have to wait until it's actually produced something and then see if I need to actually
ramp up,
strip that out and put in a bigger one, maybe over here. Or shift
move that down to there.
Down to here and put the big one in its place.
Put another one in there.
So that would be... At the moment we've got the small one, which is 2.4. We can go up to the cattle shed, which is 3.2. But it is tiny. Depends on how you want to treat your animals, doesn't it?
Well, it's primarily so you can do animals all year round. But as we don't have any weather or seasons, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Plus, of course, it depends how fertile the ground is as well, I think.
I'm not sure which ones of these actually are affected by that. Let's have a look. We'll do an experiment. Let's see. Take something that I know is affected by crops. There you go. That's affected by it because it says it on its tooltip.
Yep.
Just to the right of the mouse. Estimated production. I come out, it produces less because it's less fertile. Flour mill doesn't give a shit because it's a flour mill.
Yep. The cattle shed.
The small animal pasture gives 0 shits.
Right. Oh, so what about the cattle shed then?
Also gives zero shits.
Right.
It's literally only the crops that count, which is why I shifted these ones back due to
Yes.
We shifted them back into this big, basically lump. This can't get much bigger, but luckily enough, it doesn't really have to.
No.
If I look in here, does it have any more unique buildings? Slaughterhouse, milking parlour, which is another one for animal products, isn't it? Oh no, milking parlour. Animal goods. Yep, just reading it, it's just a much more efficient animal goods. Cattle shed, that looks... Oh, you don't see it in here, do you? It's in here. Furniture, steel. These are all level 2s, level 3 forestry, lemonade factory, level 3 farming.
That's going to take a while.
Clothing is a level 4 farming.
Yeah, okay.
Crops and plastics.
So you need a plastics factory first.
Well, that's an oil one. When you start getting into the beyond like level 2, you start needing to call in more of the specializations.
Yes.
Lemonade requires crop and glass,
Yep.
which is ore specialization. Plastic is the oil specialization. Clothing is level 4. Level 5 crop is the food factory. That requires animal products, flour, paper and plastic.
Yeah.
That's level 4. So, in essence, I don't really need to produce much in the way of animal products. So, yeah, we can keep this relatively small. I mean, eventually I probably want to move it to a much bigger area. This is just the initial one, but would you look at that? Fertile all along there. Fertile right in the middle of there.
Mega one over there, that's fertile.
Yeah, what I'd probably do is remove the oil so it doesn't...
That's oil, is it? Right.
That black one. Yeah. Probably the ability to remove that and then just have... Yeah. There's plenty of places I can move it to that are much bigger and can produce an absolute ton of crops. But for now...
Is the oil all offshore? Or was that fishing?
Mostly offshore. That's ore.
That's all.
Blue's ore.
That's, the oil appears to be offshore.
Most of the oil is offshore. There are small pockets to get you started. Then you have to level it up enough to get offshore.
So if you want forestry, yeah, that lovely island down there.
That is a lovely forestry island, yes.
Getting the thing out.
But we'll zoom in. Zoom, 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 zoom. And
still.
Oh, we're returning to facility. Look. And
oh, there it is. And now
you're going small barn.
To a small barn.
But they are returning. Excuse me while I delete some heresy.
Oh, what a carve up.
That was one hell of a carve up, that was. Can we get some crops delivered here, please? Stop delivering. I know I set you to empty, but you don't have to keep delivering.
Just go to balance then.
To the others.
It'll only give out.
Well, you don't really want to be storing it here, but we'll set it to balance then. I don't really want to be storing it when I want to be storing it over here.
Mm-hmm.
But I suppose that's these. Oh yeah. 10% full. 40 units. Hasn't even bothered.
Because we've got no animal products yet. We've got no animals.
Yeah, but it will still stock it. Because the building has its own internal stockpile. And then. Because they're not delivering crops here yet. Please, for the love of God, deliver here. Can we please?
They're not, are they?
You would have thought they would have transferred it over by now, but it's because they're trying to stock up the other one as a priority for some reason, rather than bootstrapping this. Where are you? Returning to facility. Oh, these are the ones from. Hey!
Where did that come from?
Where did you go? Returning to owner, Rockwood. They imported.
They imported it.
That's why it took forever. These guys wouldn't deliver to it because they'd already requested it from off map, and it took all this time for it to arrive from off map. I tell you what, in future, use that one. Yeah? I haven't been growing and storing crops for you to go and buy it from outside, you great steaming twit. In animal farmers, I swear, there's massive crop fields right around them. They just go, I'm just going to go and order it from out of town. Tapping away on their little fucking mini computer or something, you twit. Should we just pipe it straight in? Right, so I'm actually going to set that to empty still. Because I don't want it stored here. There are better places for it to be stored. Look at this hive of activity going on here. You've got 0 crops. Any crops? Oh, there are some crops still stockpiled.
Oh dear, that's better.
Sneezes. But
yes.
Yeah. Okay, well, we're getting there. It's probably going to take a while to get rid of it, but they are producing animal products.
Yay!
Yay! A lot of animal products. Freight trucks in use 0, so they're not.
I can't get over the size of that road.
Well, that one.
Yeah.
It is
It
ridiculous.
is massive.
But
It's bigger than the motorway ones we produced. Not that one, the other one.
well, yeah, that's because that's a
That's got a
4 unit. That's a 2 unit wide. Same speed. It's just this is industrial and it costs us less. Seems to be working. Little car parks are. That looks alright. That's not so bad, that. Little car parking areas.
Right.
We're running out of time, but we did at least get the agricultural area, which we haven't named.
There is a village on the Isle of Wight called Lake.
Sorted.
I do believe.
Well, sorted. Oh wow. Heather Street, Heather Tunnel. Actually named the tunnel the same as the street because.
Yes.
Isn't that nice?
No. Pretty.
Right.
Right.
Oh, he's been surprised. He's been surprised. Supplied? What?
Supplied.
There's a mix of supplied and surprised. Oh, there you go. It's just delivered. Where did you deliver from?
A small barn. Lacey's confused.
Okay.
How's the bakery getting on?
Bakery has products and is producing
Pastries.
pastries, which will then get distributed into the
Which means we're actually making...
There you go.
You're making
Material
money.
cost, production value.
Yes, our balance has gone down a little bit. It was 6k, it's now 5.9k. Yes.
That's the value of the resources used, but except the fact that we're producing everything in-house.
Yes.
Should bloody be. Got any... I don't want that on. Yeah, I want that on empty. Good. You don't want to be buying that stuff in. But these can be on balance. They shouldn't really be buying in, but... Yeah, all the trucks are in use because they're just hammering it into bigger storage. I don't know. What? Okay, you. Shut.
Right.
There we go. Should we have it? We'll have it facing... We'll have it facing that way because that's the centre of attention this time round. The farm area is online. There we go.
Hooray.
Finally. I only had to demolish half a ton of stuff.
Yes.
But, yeah. On that note, thank you for watching. Until next time, this is JC and Chipmunk. Out.
Ta-ta.